Alright, I'm back. Mike in the house. I know you guys wanted to see me fully bearded. Not really. Well, it's pretty big, but it's been more full than that before. I'm just trying to stay warm. Anyway, let's get back to this video stuff that we're doing here. Oh, where's my tripod? Do I even need it right now? Probably. I'm gonna lean it up against something real quick. Let's see. So, what I gotta do right now is I'm gonna take apart this cluster. Turn this stereo off. Since I can't play my music, I would play some music. Well, I guess that doesn't really help if I'm trying to talk to people, but they always copyright claim me, you know, because I'll be playing music in the background. I mean, that's why I don't play music in the background, but the times I have, like on some of my Caprice videos when we do meets, when we meet up, people are always slapping their music, and then they copyright claim my videos. So I gotta put them on like mute or something. I mean, I could let it play, but you know, someday someone else is gonna be getting paid. E40 big balling with my homies. Yep, he got me for that Caprice. When we were over there at the marina, it said you have a copyright claim on your account. I'm like, oh, come on, 40. I thought we was cool. Nah, anyway. I'm about to take this part right now. A lot of these gauges are gonna just pop right out because there was already like bolts missing. Let me try to. You saw that part just come right off. I don't think anything was holding it on. There should have been some screws right there actually. But mine didn't have them. This thing just won't stay in. There you go. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see it. So, well, I guess this one right here, I could just take that out. You can see that came right out. As soon as I get this gauge out, it'll stop flopping around. So that one just came right out. You know, put your gauges off to the side. You might want to use them again. Or you might want to sell them, or whatever the case may be. And it's just a 1/4 inch. Keeping it in. A couple of these 1/4 inch screws. And then you can get these gauges out. You could sneak this one by right there. I did earlier. Last time I took it out, I just took that one off. And I might have to this time because I got to get to this gear shift indicator. And that's held on by those, but it's overlapping that. I'm not trying to break anything. So I'm going to just try to sneak this one by here. See? You guys see that? The red thing went flying. The gear shift indicator went flying and hit me in my face. Man, so now I'm gonna have to locate that. I'm gonna try to use that gear shift indicator thing still, which I might still try to. I don't know if it's, I mean, I got this right here. It's easier to do when you got like hands free. See, these gauges are just flying out at me. Old floppy gauge, yeah, flopping around here, but that's how we're doing it. So I don't know what the inside of the sweeping gauge looks like. They say you can't use it. I wouldn't mind knowing why. I don't know why at the moment. I'm gonna leave this gear shift indicator on there. just in case I get lucky and can still use it. But I might have to take it off. Put all these into a cup. And again, pull this out like that. Some of these gauges are probably good to use still or resell. I got lights and stuff back there and those clips. I got some lighting going on up here or something. Also got some blinker lights. I don't know what I gotta keep or what I don't gotta keep. I'm probably moving all this stuff out the way. I'm probably gonna leave as much stuff on there as I can, just in case I want to use it again. I don't know if I'm gonna have to grind off anything or what at this point. So, if you didn't want to use any of this stuff again, you could probably just take it off. But if I could leave this if I could leave this wire panel on back here, then I'm probably gonna do that. Anything I can leave on, I probably will, if it's not in the way. And this top part, I'm not sure. I'm not sure all these gauges are the same. This is from like a 77 through 79. But you can actually remove this right here, because this goes to this, and this screws in on the back. So I'm not actually knowing how much of this, but this does screw into the top. Okay, I can't get rid of that because that screws to the dash. So I'm just trying to see how much of this I'm gonna be able to use still. So I got it down this far. I might have to take, like I say, I might have to take all this stuff off, but I'm gonna try to avoid that if possible. So let me take this out. I'm gonna look for this. I want to find that. So I'll be back hopefully after I find that. All right, I'm gonna open this up. And what I found out, I read the instructions, I was reading through the manual, you only end up using one of these. So I don't know which one it's gonna be at this point, but you get two of them and you only use one, I believe. I haven't figured out why yet. That's why I'm here, to figure out what's going on. And so, try to be careful with this thing. There's a piece of paper stuck back there. Okay, got that. So yeah, check it out. I'm gonna try not to touch any of this stuff, but probably needs to be cleaned. It looks like someone, you know, like it's got some fingerprints or I don't know, some type of juice or something. Probably something, not solder, but you know, you can see it. Maybe. It just looks like maybe a little bit of leftover cleaning material or something. I might have to clean, you can see that, what I'm saying. I might have to clean that up, so. I don't really want to touch it too much right now though, but maybe like some Windex or something. Not Windex, like straight on it, like a towel or something. I'm gonna try to clean it up, but like this right here, right? I don't want to mess anything up though. It just looks like it's a little bit, got something on there. So anyway, I'm sure that's fine. I'm not gonna worry about that right in the moment. So yeah, I need to connect all these wires, but okay, I'm seeing right now if this, how this is all gonna fit together, because I'm just trying to figure out, I guess the wires will go through the speedo, where the hole is for the speedometer. Let me try to get it through here. And then, yeah, let's see, does that work? I mean, I think they gotta go through that hole right there. I don't think there's any other hole they could really go through. So, I'm not trying to break anything here, so I'm trying to be gentle. So these wires gotta they just gotta move over a little bit to get back there. But it looks like that's good. I'm just trying to figure out how this is all gonna sit together. Let's see. I think this is supposed to sit on these stock holes, if I could get it on there, on any of them. Yeah, this is very interesting. Let's see. But it can't really go too much further than that, if you guys can look in there. So that's actually as far as it can really go. Let's see. And no, sorry guys, I'm still learning here as well. I don't know if I'm supposed to cut anything. I don't think you need to. I think it fits straight up in there. It's just a matter of how does that fit on that? I'm trying to see, does it fit on that stock? There's some stock locations, and you would think like, oh yeah, that's where we want to sit it, but nah. And then I'm not gonna pull any of this. I'm not gonna pull anything off here yet. Just trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Okay, no, that goes like that. Yeah. No, that one. I mean, it looks like it'll sit like that, right? I mean, I got the protective cover on this thing still, but I don't want to take that off yet. Okay. And so I'm guessing, right? There's some probably connects right there and right there. It looks like it's got some holes that line up for it, right? Here, come this way with it because it's being difficult. That hole, I think that one right there and that match up, and then same with that one. And then there's probably this metal thing right here on this thing is just making this difficult, you know. The whole time it's just flopping around, so it's kind of I'm kind of getting frustrated with it right now at the moment. It just won't, this thing won't sit the way I want it. It's not a problem, but see, where's this last? So you kind of got to bend these wires a little bit because it's not a straight shot from back there. And I'm just trying to see where am I supposed to be sitting this thing at to connect it. Like I say, I think that's gonna work, those ones and those holes. About the top holes. Those don't match up really. So as soon as I figure this out, then it'll be good. We'll be able to work it. We'll be able to get going after I figure this out. But that's really what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this piece too, because it doesn't look like it covers it right. Like if I sit it on there, you can still see it coming through. So I'm trying to figure this out, and that's what we're doing here. But we'll probably figure it out eventually. I don't think I gotta grind. I don't think I gotta cut anything. And it probably doesn't need like every, you know, probably just a couple bolts will probably work for it. Like if I get these bottom ones in, that might be all it takes. I don't know if I'm supposed to grind on this cluster or not. So here, these came with it. Right here. I really don't know. All right, I'm back. Right now I got it sitting in here with 2 screws. This screw right there. And then that one right there. And I'm about to take that one back out and put one of these washers on it so I can tighten it. I'm not gonna tighten it down too hard. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I'm supposed to hook everything up. The instructions don't say for this part. I mean, it does, and I'll break them out in a second so you guys can see, but I think it's a standard set of instructions that come with most of the sets, and it could vary from car to car. And so we're just gonna figure out everything. But right now, these 2 right here fit. Like I said, I'm using this stock gauge. Let's see. So that's what I'm here for, pretty much, is we're gonna figure out really how this is done. So, and I haven't cut anything on the dash. I don't know if I need to. So we can see, I'd like to get these wires out some. I'm not trying to bend this board either. Me, I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm not trying to break anything or bend anything, so I don't want this to be too tight right here. Definitely I'm not gonna do that too tight. I'm just gonna do it to where I think it's just normal. And I don't have any of these top ones in yet, because none of the holes really line up. That one might. We might get one of these corner ones to line up. I'm dragging a gauge. Hold on. But I was thinking, for the moment right now, I'm probably just gonna take this to the car, because it's in there enough for me to move around with. I haven't quite figured out how to get this piece on there. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna get it to stay on there. And also, it's kind of showing. They might send me they might need to send me one that goes full across without these holes cut out. So, but we're gonna figure all that out. And I was also thinking maybe that's where I connect the screw. I was like, oh, I could put some screws through that, but the screws didn't fit. So I'm gonna move on to that. I might have to email him and see what's up with it. But for right now, I could tell you that lines up pretty well. I mean, it's not perfect, but for sitting in a car, it should be okay. If it's just, you know, I don't need it bolted down with like 20 bolts. I would kind of like more than 2, and I would like it to be a little bit straighter, because you see it's hitting like that right there, like a little mounting tab. It's sitting on the side. It's sitting mounted like right there. It's sitting on there, if you guys can see, and it's sitting on this one on this side, and then it's also hitting right there. And so, like, the screws aren't going down perfectly on it, right? It's a little off, but it's tight. At least as tight as it could be right there. I don't want it to be too tight. I actually want to probably back it off some more. I just don't want it to be feeling like it's stuck. So I'm gonna do that to the other side. Like, it would be nice to get some up top. That would be definitely nice to get one, at least one up top. maybe. I mean, I would like two on the top and two on the bottom. But right now, I'm not seeing that. There could also be a number of different gauge clusters from the Caprices. The most common one would be like a 80 through 90, which they might have based it off of. And so I have a 77 through 79 style. That could be why it's not lining up exactly like it maybe should. So there's a lot of investigations to do. If I found out that I needed to go get the 80 through 91, I would just get one from a Caprice and Pick and Pull, and you guys might find me in Pick and Pull very soon with one of these gauges in my hand taking it apart, because you know I do it like that. But right now I'm not even mad. I'll drive it just like that. I'll drive it just like that, looking all circuit board and everything. It would be nice to have that tinted though, so maybe we'll figure out what's going on with that. Those are both tinted boards, but like, so this right here fits over there. It's all in there. I don't really want to look at like circuit board style, but for right now, I'm gonna just see if I can get everything connected. And that's not that bad to me. You know, maybe this could just be tinted out. I really don't know. Also, I do still have this, which I haven't tried to place over it yet. I don't know if I'm going to. This is metal, and there's a lot of circuits and stuff on that, so that probably wouldn't be what I want to do, but it may go on. It may be able to go on. Whoa, that's crazy. It actually fit on. I would definitely, man, it doesn't fit in there perfectly, but if I really wanted to keep this still, I could probably do some modifications, which that might be happening, because that looks pretty nice. It fits perfectly. So, man, maybe, does that go over? I don't think they planned for this thing to be on here. Let me see. Yeah, we're learning here. Maybe this goes over that. I do not know. That looks pretty good though, huh? That's sick. I would use that still. So, but that wouldn't line up right there. Those holes, right? So I might have to maybe just bend that or cut some of that off. Or maybe I'm supposed to get in there and grind off some of this plastic, like that plastic right there. If a little bit of that plastic was missing, it could go down some. You know, there's some tabs here. I've seen a lot of the other videos of people installing these, and you do have to do some modifications. So this may require me to get in there and do some modifications, but at the same time, I could really put this in however I want. If I want to just leave it like this and tint this, you know, that possibly be an option. Or if I want to get something going with this and try to get this back in there, it's possibly an option. So yeah, we're learning. So I'm gonna get to the part where I'm gonna skip this installation into the cluster part and get back to the hooking up of the wiring, and so we can actually see this turn on maybe. And it'll be these wires right here, red, pink, black. That'll give you power. So that's the ground, that's the hot at all times, and that's the ignition. So I'm probably gonna have to run one of these or find something that's hot at all times. And I possibly have these two already on my wire that I have set up in my car. So step by step, we're getting there. Well, we're doing something. It's a learning process. I'm having fun. All right. So I'll let you know when I'm getting back to onto the next step here, which is gonna be, yeah, putting the connectors on these wires. All right, so I'll be back.